Should I let her? Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michaela Browning, and I am the 2026 Youth of the Year for the Smith & Moore Family Teen Center. Today, I want to talk about someone whose words still matter, Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. King once said, "Everybody can be great because everybody can serve." That means greatness isn't just about money, popularity, or titles. It's about the choices we make every single day. Dr. King believed in fairness, courage, and using your voice the right way. He stood up for what was right without giving in to hate, even when people tried to silence him. He showed the world that real strength isn't just about fighting. It's about standing firm. Dr. King also believed in young people. He knew that change doesn't only come from adults in suits, but from students in classroom who are willing to do the right thing. So, here's what Dr. King's message means today. For students, speak up when something isn't fair. Be the person who includes others. Leadership starts when you choose courage over comfort. For the adults, guide young people. Listen to them. Show them what integrity looks like. Dr. King's dreams didn't stay in history books. It lives every time we choose justice over silence and kindness over cruelty. Because the future Dr. King believed in starts with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, Ms. Brownlee, for such beautiful words.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank the sponsors, or we would like to thank the sponsors who made tonight possible: the estate of Dr. Esther E. Berry, the city of South Bay, Rosenwald Elementary School, parents, students, faculty of Rosenwald Elementary School, and we would like to give a special thank you to our phenomenal, fearless leaders here at Rosenwald Elementary, Mr. Hightower, our principal, and our assistant principal, Mrs. Green.
Don't be shy, you all. Go ahead and clap it up, okay? They deserve the recognition. Now, tonight, we would also like to welcome our honorees and acknowledge them at this time. Here with us, we have a representative of Senator Vernon, Miss Brenda Bryant. Give us a wave if you can. Thank you. We also have here our former principal, as well as the Tri-City member of the Glaze, the notable Mary Evans. Next, we also have here with us the principal of Pioneer Park, Miss Sandra Monroe, as well as Mayor Steve Wilson, who's the mayor of Belle Glade. Next, we also have the principal of Belle Glade Elementary, Miss Jamie Evans, as well as the principal of Gladeview, Miss Chandra Dowers. We also have with us the City Commissioner of South Bay, Miss Barbara King. It's some heavy hitters in this building, guys. And last but certainly not least, we have our superintendent over this area, Dr. Monique McTier. We welcome you all here tonight, and we are excited to get the program rolling. All right. Okay, you got it. All righty. So at this time, we are going to get ready to start with all of our young, innovative speakers who are joining us here tonight. Before each category, we will introduce the subject in which they will be speaking to, and then we will start with which school that they are representing, as well as the student's name. Alrighty. So for the category of K through 2, we have the category that expresses who is Dr. Martin Luther King. All right. So at this time, we would like to welcome from Belglade Elementary. Give me a second. I got to make sure I see and read this correctly. This would be Jamir Dalmasy. Jamar Dalmasy. We welcome Jamar Dalmasy from, from Belglade Elementary.
Hi, I am Jamar. Dr. Martin Luther King was a hero with a big dream, not about pizza or robot, but about people of every color being friends. He taught us that kindness and courage could change the world. And I have a dream too, to help others share my joy. Use my word to spread love.
You got it. Is it on? You got it.
Hi, I am Jamar. Dr. Martin Luther King was a hero with a big dream, not about pizza or a robot, but about people of every color being friends. He taught us that kindness and courage could change the world. And I have a dream too, to help others share my joy. Use my word to spread love.
Good job. Thank you, Jamar. Everybody, let's give Jamar a round of applause. Good job. Great job. And now we will have coming to the stage Miss Demina Brown, who's in the kindergarten from Pioneer Park. What is it? She's so cute.
How grateful I am that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. How I want to walk in his footsteps and dream like he dreamed. He dreamed of peace, kindness, and love, and for all to be equal too. Today I stand before you living out his dream along with each of you. Not believing one is better than the other. May we walk hand in hand like you're my brother or my sister. Today I have a dream. That dream is simple. My dream is to continue living out his dream.
Oh, we thank you, Miss Denina Brown. That was so awesome. That was so awesome. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. We're off to a great start. You hear these little voices, but these big minds, all right? So next we will have Dalia Mawali. She's in first grade from Pioneer Park Elementary. In her absence, we're going to move along, all right? And next we will have Miss Jordan Baker, who's in second grade from Rosenwald Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. Let's celebrate. Tonight we're here to honor one of the great. My name is Jordan, and I'm here to say Mission Impossible lives on today. Who is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? I know a hero helped love and kindness grow. He stood for kindness, peace, and what's right. And he used his words to win the fight. He had a dream so strong and true of fairness for me and fairness for you. He showed us all what we can do when we choose love in all we pursue. So my mission is simple, my mission is clear. Spread hope, be kind, and show no fear. Because thanks to Dr. King, I know it's true. Mission possible continues with me and you. Thank you.
I won't be biased, guys, but they're just so cute. Oh, guys. All righty. So moving along, next we will have, and if I do make a mistake with the pronunciation of the name, yell it out to me. I'll rephrase it, and I'll make sure that we get it correct and move along, okay? All right. So next we have Jatarian Davis, who's in 2nd grade from Glades Day.
Good evening. My name is Jatarian Davis.
He's ready, y'all. So y'all get ready, okay?
Good evening. My name is Jatarian Davis. I am a 2nd grade student at Glades Day School. Today, I am going to tell you about a very important man named Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Who was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Well, I will tell you. Dr. King was a leader, a pastor, a great man who believed everybody should be treated fairly no matter what they look like. Dr. King used his words. He wanted peace. He used his words, not violence, to fight for equal rights. Dr. King led marches, gave speeches, just as I'm doing tonight, to inspire people all over the world to stand up for what's right. So, in one of his most famous speeches is the I Have a Dream speech. In his speech, he dreamed of a day where little black boys like myself and little black girls like my sister Justice, little white boys like my classmate Wilson, and little white girls like another one of my classmates, Camilla, would stand together as friends, holding hands and learning and loving one another, not divided but united as one family. So I will leave these words with you tonight. I am Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because I stand for kindness, fairness, and courage. You are Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because you can use your voice to make the world better. We are Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. because we are living proof that his dream is now reality. Thank you.
Great job, Jatarian. Great job. Our next speaker for tonight will be Miss Layla Camel. She is also in grade 2 as well as from Rosenwald Elementary. Please welcome Miss Layla.
Good evening, Good evening, everyone. I am Layla Arlene Camel, a sensational 2nd grader right here at the Rosenwald, a rated school. If I were to ask the question, who is Dr. King? I know we all say Dr. King had a dream. Exactly. But did you all know that he was born in Atlanta, Georgia, assassinated at the age of 39 in Memphis, Tennessee, and the middle child of 3? Did you know he was the courageous son of a preacher who taught him what's right? And his mother's love was a guiding light. He was the loyal husband of Coretta Scott King, devoted and strong, who boldly stood by his side when the road felt long. He was the dedicated father of children who watched him stand tall, teaching them justice is meant for us all. Who is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? You inquire of me a question of courage, hope, In history, you see, he was more than titles, more than a name. It was his transformative mission for us to be treated the same. Mission possible? Oh yes, it's true. He is evidence that with God it is nothing we can't do. He knew his mission came from above to uplift the world with compassion and love. Shared schools. Mission possible. Equal rights. Mission possible. Dreams to reality. Mission possible. And I know it is impossible to believe Dr. King being here with us tonight, but can someone hit the lights, please? Mission possible. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Layla. Can someone hit the lights, please? Fantastic job, guys. We are off to such a beautiful start. It is just so cute to see all of these little speakers. Okay. All righty, guys. So we're going to move along. And next we will have Brittany Mondesier, who's in second grade from Belglade Elementary. Please welcome Miss Brittany. Okay, so Miss Brittany is absent, and we are going to move to the next guest. And next we will have Elijah Desireso, who's in grade 2 as well, and from Pioneer Park. Okay, so he is also absent. So what we will do is we will move on to the next category, which is from grades 3 through 5. All right, please welcome Miss Nyla.
Thank you. So our category theme for grades 3 through 5 is, if Dr. King was alive today, what changes do you think he would be most proud and happy to see? And first up, we have from Gladeview Elementary, Amore Miller.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amore Janai Miller. Today, I will be representing Gladeview Elementary. If Dr. King Jr. were alive today, I think he would smile in a hopeful way. He'll be proud of kids of every race, learning side by side in the very same place. He'll see people voting, raising their voice, knowing freedom means having a choice. He'll be glad that laws will say we're equal and fair, that everyone matters and deserves care. He might say there's still work left to do, but he'll be proud of people trying to, because love, kindness, and justice are starting to grow, and love is the dream he hopes we all know. Thank you. My name is Amore Janai Miller.
Wonderful job, Amore. And following, we will have from Belglade Elementary, Brielle Etienne.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brielle. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, I believe he would be proud of many of the changes taking place in our country.
Let's give Brielle another round of applause, guys. It takes so much courage to come up here, so you've done phenomenal already. You got it. You got it.
If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, I believe he would be proud to see that people of different races learning together, working together, and living in the same communities. He will also be happy to see that laws now protect people from discrimination and that everyone has the right to vote no matter their skin color. Dr. King would be encouraged by the progress in leadership. He would have witnessed people of all races being able to serve in powerful positions like mayors, governors, and our first black president, Barack Obama, and our first female vice president, Kamala Harris. These accomplishments show that the doors have opened wider than Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. could have ever dreamed before. Finally, I think that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be very proud of young people today. He would love seeing students stand up for fairness, participate in peaceful marches, and use their voice to make a difference. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud to see that his message of equality, justice, and nonviolence is still alive in a new generation and that his dream and mission are possible. Thank you.
Great job. Awesome job, Brielle. You did fantastic, guys. Let's remember again, it takes so much courage to come up here and speak in front of so many people, so she did a great job. Good job, Brielle. Next up, we have from Pioneer Park, Joshua Ortega. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes to the stage.
Good afternoon, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would love to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a civil rights activist. He believed in equality for all, freedom for everyone, and that we should love each other equally. I think if Dr. King were alive today, the changes he would be most proud and happy to see would be new laws against human rights have been acknowledged and enforced more, and new laws against segregation, slavery, and racism have been put in place. Dr. King would be happy to see that human rights have been acknowledged and enforced more because human rights involve treating everyone equally. Dr. King believed that all humans, no matter race, should be treated equally. We should continue to follow under Dr. King's beliefs and strive for equality, which is what he would have wanted. Dr. King had some strong ideas that we should be following and trying to accomplish. But how would someone like you do this? How would you follow these morals? How would you make Dr. King proud? You have a chance to make a change that will benefit this world, not just for one group of people, but for all the people. So instead of just listening to me talk about change, make a change, because that is what Dr. King would have wanted. So let's go make Dr. King proud.
Awesome job, Joshua. Next up, we have from Belglade Elementary, Esther Morange. Come on up, Esther.
Good evening. My name is Esther. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an important and great man who worked to improve the lives of all people and to make sure they were treated fairly. Dr. King was growing up. Black people did not have the same rights as white people. But today things have changed. He would be proud to see that black and white kids go to the same school, use the same restroom, and drink from the same water fountain. Dr. King's dream is possible today because people of all races are nice to each other, care for each other, and are kind to each other. Thank you.
Great job, Esther. Next up from Pioneer Park, third grade student Skylar Greenfield.
Hello, I'm Skylar Greenfield. Good afternoon. If Dr. King were still alive, I believe he would be proud to see how much the world has changed because his dream is still growing. Dr. King dreamed of a world where people were not judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. Today, children of all races learn together in the same school, play on the same teams, and grow up side by side. That would make Dr. King smile because education brings us together. Dr. King believed in peaceful protests, kind words, and brave hearts. He showed us that even kids can make a difference when we stand up for what is right. And the Bible reminds us in Romans 12:21 that do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. This is how Dr. King lived his life. Dr. King also reminded us that we are not finished with our mission. Although there are still people who work hard to stop Dr. King's dream from growing, we continue to prosper. More eyes are opening, more hearts are changing, and more people believe in the human race. I can help by being kind, including others, and standing up for my friends. Dr. King's dream did not end. It lives in us, and together his mission is possible. Skylar Greenfield, signing out.
All right. Awesome job, Skylar. I don't know about y'all, but I'm learning a lot tonight through these little voices. We done went to Bible study, got a little history. Great job. And next up, we have from Rosenwald Elementary, Destiny Spencer.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Destiny Spencer, and I am in the 4th grade at Rosenwald Elementary. If Dr. King was alive, I think he would have been proud of the improvements we made as a nation. He would honor us humans for the things that we do in common rather than the things that we don't. And that's why we are free at last. Did you hear me? I said that's why we are free at last, because Dr. King fought for our freedom. Thank you.
Great job, Destiny. From Glades Day, Justice Davis.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Justice Davis, and I am a scholar, contributor, and outstanding fourth grade student at Glades Day School. And today, I stand before you with confidence, courage, and a voice that represents not just who I am, but who I'm becoming, thanks to Dr. King and his dream. Imagine if Dr. King was still alive today. He would see a world that is different, but still full of challenges. And I think Dr. King would be proud to see some of the changes we've made. And today, I want to talk about them. First of all, Dr. King dreamed of a world where everyone, no matter their skin color, could live together in peace. Today, we have many different races, religions, and backgrounds living together in the same communities. Today, we have friends who don't look like us, speak different languages, or even celebrate different holidays, but we still share love and kindness. Dr. King would be proud to see how far we come in learning to love each other, no matter where they come from, especially in school. As Dr. King once said, we shall learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. His words remind us that we are all connected, and our strength lies in our unity. Secondly, Dr. King stood for equality, that everyone has the same opportunities. Today, many more people, especially women and people of color, are becoming leaders. Today, we have African American teachers, scientists, and doctors. We even had our first African American president and woman vice president. Dr. King would be proud to see how far we come in learning how to give everyone the opportunity to follow their dreams. As Dr. King once said, the time is always right to do what is right. His words remind us that we must continue to do what is right and never give up on our fight for more justice, no matter how long it takes. But while Dr. King would be proud, he would encourage us to continue to do what is right for more justice and fairness, because there's still people who go through discrimination and unfairness. So while Dr. King would be proud, he would encourage us to continue our fight for more justice and fairness. So let's continue Dr. King's dream by being kind to everyone, standing up for what's right, and never giving up on the belief that we can make the world a better place. By continuing Dr. King's dream and embracing the message of nonviolence, we recognize that we create the world of tomorrow. This is what I think will make Dr. King the most proud and happy to see. Thank you.
I'm taking my notes, Justice, because you took me to school, girl. Good job. That was awesome. Amazing. And moving on to fifth graders from Rosenwald, we have Silas Pogue.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Silas Pogue, and today I want to share what I believe Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud to see if he were still alive today. Dr. King dreamed of a world where people were judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And that dream wasn't only for black people. It was for all people of color. He fought so that African Americans, Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, and every child who looks different could have a fair chance in this world. His dream included me, you, and every family in our community. If Dr. King were alive today, I think he would be happy to see children of all colors learning together in the same classrooms. He would be proud that students can sit where they want, learn what they want, and dream as big as they want. He would love seeing friendships that cross every race, culture, and background. I also believe he would
come back. He said, just tell him that next word, and he got it. After wood.
I also believe he would be proud to see people speaking up when something isn't fair. Today we have leaders, teachers, and even kids who stand up for justice. Dr. King encouraged us to treat each other with kindness, even when it's hard. He would want us to continue spreading love instead of hate. I'm not finished. But I also think Dr. King would remind us that his dream is not finished. He would tell us to keep being brave, to keep fighting for equality, and to keep standing, and to, let's just skip this part. Dr. King believed that all colors are beautiful, all families deserve respect, and all children deserve a future filled with opportunities. And because of his sacrifice, we can now walk, learn, and dream with confidence. So today, I stand here proudly, I stand here loudly, and I stand here with the same hope Dr. King carried in his heart. Together, we can continue his mission. Together, we can keep his dream alive. Thank you.
It's all about having fun. Good job, Silas. You did an awesome job. Great job. From Glade View Elementary, we will have Taylor Whisper, 5th grade.
Good evening, everyone. I am Taylor Whisper, representing the Glade View Elementary. And today I want to answer a powerful question. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, what would he be most proud of? I believe that Dr. King would take a moment and look at our world mixed with amazement and pride. Here he sees students of every race learning together, something that was once forbidden. And he would see people of all backgrounds leading, voting, and succeeding, doors that were locked in his time now standing wide open. And he would hear something powerful, young voices, voices that protest, speak out, post, organize, and refuse to stay silent. He would see that his dream didn't fade. It grew stronger. Dr. King will also be amazed that his message now reached the entire world, where he marched for city by city, we can spread globally in just seconds. But most of all, he'll be proud that we haven't stopped. We still push for fairness, we still march towards equality, and we still believe in his dream. If Dr. King were alive today, he would look at us, this generation, and say, keep going. You are the ones carrying my dream forward. Thank you.
Awesome job, Taylor. We're about halfway through. I just want to thank you all for being a great audience. Y'all are doing amazing. Give yourself a round of applause. So we now have from Glades Day, Conrad Mills.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I want you to imagine something powerful. Imagine Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. standing here today, looking at our world as it is now. What would he see? What progress would give him hope? What unfinished work would challenge us to do better? Tonight, I invite you to reflect on his dream, not as history, but as a living call to action that still depends on us today. Dr. King dreamt of a world where everyone could live together peacefully, no matter their differences. Today, our communities, workplaces, and schools are more diverse than ever. Students of different races and cultures learn side by side, while leaders from many different backgrounds shape our nation. We have seen the first African American president, Barack Obama, and the first woman of color vice president, Kamala Harris. Dr. King once said, "We may have all came from different ships, but we're in the same boat now." I believe that Dr. King would be proud of the progress that has been made, but would still encourage us to continue his dream. Dr. King was deeply passionate about equality and social justice. Today, people are continuing his dream by fighting against discrimination and marching, like the monks currently marching from Fort Worth, Texas, all the way to Washington, D.C. As laws change and opportunities open up, conversations about justice have been happening more and more in classrooms and even on social media. As Dr. King once said, "True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice." By this, he meant that the true meaning of peace is standing up for everyone's rights, no matter their differences. With all this progress that has been achieved, the work is still not done. As Dr. King once said, "If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way." Thank you.
Thank you, Conrad. You did such an amazing job. Next, from Pioneer Park Elementary, we'll have Peyton Vickers.
Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where where your friend wasn't able to sit by you at lunch nor play with you at recess just because of the color of their skin. Dr. King lived in this world but dreamed of ours. Brotherhood. In his most famous speech, Dr. King dreamed of a day when children of former slaves and children of former slave owners could sit together at the table of brotherhood. Seeing classrooms, sports teams, and playgrounds of children of all races playing and learning together as best friends. He will be overjoyed to see that your friendship aren't defined by the color of your skin, but by the interests you share and by your kindness. Leadership. Dr. King fought for the right to vote so everyone can have the voice on how the country is run. Since his passing, we have seen Black mayors, governors, and presidents and vice presidents of the United States. Dr. King believed in nonviolence. He thought that love was the most powerful weapon in the world. Since now, when people see something unfair, they use their voices, social media, or peaceful marches to demand right, just like he did. If Dr. King was here right now, he would be happy to say that service is his legacy. Now, every year on his birthday, millions of people come out to celebrate his birthday by volunteering to help others. And these are all the things that will make him proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Payton. And next, we will have Miss Alyssa Jefferson. I'm so sorry. Rewind. We will have Germani Sparkman from Belglade Elementary.
Good afternoon. My name is Germani Sparkman. If Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, he would be proud of many things. First, he'll be proud to know that we had our first black president of the United States, Barack Obama, and we also had our first black female vice president, Kamala Harris. Martin Luther King Jr. fought hard for our civil rights, and it was possible for him to see black and white and all races can and do go to schools together. They work in same offices, use same bathrooms, ride the bus together, and most importantly, they really get along with each other and care for each other. Thanks to Martin Luther King, his mission is possible. Thank you for listening to my speech.
All righty. Thank you so much, Ms. Germani. Such an awesome job. And next, we'll have Alyssa Jefferson from Rosenwald Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alyssa Jefferson, and I attend Rosenwald Elementary School. If Martin Luther King was alive today, what would you think he'll be most proud to see? What I think he'll be most proud to see is how segregation is no longer a law of land. People can vote freely, attend schools, and have positions of leadership like my principal, Mr. Hightower, my assistant principal, Ms. Green, and the first black president, Barack Obama. He'll be proud of the voices he heard and the people who march for justice and speak out to racism and refuse to stay silent. Dr. King dreams in us to speak up for what is right. Dr. King's dream is not something we just remember. It is something we are responsible for. He'll be happy how we keep on dreaming, keep on standing, and keep on fighting for what is right. Now it is our turn to do the same, not with words, but with our actions.
Thank you, Alyssa, for your call to action. And next, we will have Jada Joseph from Belglade Elementary.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jada Joseph. Today we gather to imagine a powerful question. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, what changes do you think he would be most proud and happy to see? If Dr. King could look at our world today, I believe he would first be proud to see how far we have come in breaking down the legal barriers that once separated people. He would see communities that were once divided now working, worshiping, and living together. He would see doors open that were once sealed shut, giving people of all backgrounds access to education, career paths, and leadership positions that were unimaginable in his time. He will also be proud to see that the voting rights he marched for are now exercised by millions of people, including people who once had no voice. He will see progress in the growing representation of black leaders in government, business, science, sports, and culture. So today, as we honor Dr. King, let us carry forward not only the victories he will celebrate, but the responsibilities he would challenge us to accept. And let us never forget that even in difficult times, Dr. King's dream is still alive in our actions, in our communities, and in each of us. and his mission is possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Jada. Jada got her team with her, all right. That's right. Okay. So next we will have Fabi Jael Boosie, who is from Pioneer Park. And if I am wrong, please correct me. Okay, so he's not here. So at this time, what we will do is we are going to have a tribute for the estate of Dr. Esther Berry, and Miss Vickers will be doing that tribute at this time. Please welcome her as she comes. Miss Vicky? Miss Vicky, I'm sorry, Miss Vicky.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vicki Washington, former city clerk for the city of South Bay. And above all that, I was Commissioner Berry's friend, and I loved her dearly, and I missed her very much. I can speak tonight about how educated she was, and all of us in this room know that. But what I want to talk about tonight is Dr. Berry had, and she led with a purposeful heart. That's what she led with. She led with a vision and a mission for the community, not only for the community, but for Rosenwald itself. She also would focus on three things. Strategic planning, you would hear that many times in the commission meetings, and her seniors, as she would call them. And the one thing that she would emphasize, my babies. She would say Rosenwald students were her babies. Forgive me. She led serving selflessly, leading by example and character, trusting the process over personal gain. She had a vision. She had a vision for this community. She had a vision for these students. And this road that leads in here, Martin Luther King Boulevard, she advocated for that. I was someone that drove her to Tallahassee to meet with them. And I'm proud to say tonight that as we drive on this road, as we look through the community, as we look at these students and see these students here speaking tonight with purpose in their hearts, carrying out a mission as Dr. Martin Luther King did, Berry is a legend in this community. She will be remembered always. And although many will come after her, leading with purpose too, many will come moving in that purpose. But we must lead with a purposeful heart to lead with all of that. And I leave you with this here, two things before I close. I want to say this. I want to say thank you for having me, and it's an honor to speak on her behalf. She loved everyone. She was so passionate about everything that she did. And tonight, if Principal Hightower could come, because one thing about Berry, she was a giver, privately gave always, and she gave to this school many times. She never looked for recognition. It wasn't about her. It was about the community, and I love that about her, and she taught me that. One thing I do want to say to you, I'll tell you a little story. Mayor Kyles would always say to me, he'd say, Vicki, you're the only one that can talk to her, because Berry, even though she was tiny, she was mighty, okay? So I'd walk through the chambers, and she'd tell me, I know they told you to come in here and talk to me. And I'd say, no, ma'am, I'm actually, Commissioner Berry, I'm going to the restroom. So I'd go midway, and I'd say, turn around, and I'd say, however, though, I'll be back to talk to Esther. And she'd laugh, and she'd say, okay, baby. I know that many of us in the room love her. And as she gave purposely, with a purposeful heart, she taught me that. And tonight, in honor of her, in honor of Rosenwald students, on behalf of Commissioner Berry, my husband, Gentaurus Washington, and myself, we are donating $250 from a personal donation to Rosenwald Elementary. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I encourage everyone here, as these beautiful teachers, Principal Hightower, and this exceptional staff, they lead with purpose every day for these students. Let's continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vicki. We honor Dr. Esteberry here tonight in her absence and her legacy that she has left behind. And at this moment, we only find it right that we all take a moment of silence as we allow those things to resonate and reflect. And again, Ms. Vicki, we thank you so much for gracing us with your presence on the behalf of her estate. All right. At this time, we're going to move on to the next category, which is for grades. Give me a second, y'all. I barely can see. All right. Which is for grades 6 through 9. And the category for this grade band was Dr. King demonstrated courage throughout his life. How would his influence impact you to become a responsible student, good citizen, and young leader in our schools and communities? Gracing us with their presence as the first speaker in this category, we will have King Green from Glades Day.
Good evening, beautiful people. My name is King Green, and I am a 6th grader at Glades Day School. I would like to dedicate my speech towards Dr. Esteberry. Like Dr. King, she had a dream that inspired hope in me and the community that was displayed throughout her courage. So when you think of the courage that Dr. King had that was demonstrated throughout his life, I was asked, how could Dr. King's influence have an impact on me and the community to be a good influence, a young citizen, and a good citizen in our schools and communities? So as a responsible student, I wake myself up every morning excited to go to school. Can't you see the excitement in my face? I know if I had an excitement class, I would feel that one, but Dr. King's influence had an impact on me that takes the initiative for me to be present on time, always finish my assignments on time, and always turn in my homework assignments, and never make excuses because failure is not an option. As a good citizen in my schools and communities, it also takes the initiative for me to stand up for other students when getting bullied, make right decisions, and do not condone in gun violence at all. Just like Dr. King, I have a dream that South Bay will have economic opportunities, Belgrade will have more accessible resources, and that Pahokee will have more medical centers, for we can all stand together as one community and say, grow at last, grow at last. Thank God Almighty, we are growing at last. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper and not harm you. My name is King Green, and I will continue his dream. Thank you.
Yeah. I know that's right. King is at Glades Day, but that's a Rosenwald, baby, okay? All right. So we still claim you, okay? All right. Next, we will have, give me one second, Miss Caitlin Smith from Lakeshore Middle School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Caitlin Nicole Smith. I am a proud student and I attend the 7th grade of the infamous Lakeshore Middle School. And before we start, I have just one simple question for you all. What does leadership mean to you? When you think of leadership, what word comes to mind? Is it courage? Is it bravery? Is it strength? Could it be any of those? Because all of those answers are valid. But to me, leadership is all about perspective. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a man whose perspective reshaped our nations in ways nobody could imagine. Even when he faced difficulty and hatred, even when he had a slim chance of success, he took it. When I think about Dr. King and how his words, not just his words, he didn't just take action through speeches. He did it through action. He didn't just speak justice. He believed in it. He fought for it. He sacrificed for it. And he prayed for it. And he spoke to it to hundreds of people and guided them towards a light that nobody could imagine. When I think about how Dr. Martin Luther King's actions echo through history, I think about courage. I think about how courage isn't just a trait. How about it is just a personality. It's a belief for what is right, a belief for what you can do, and a belief for hope. And if you choose to have that belief, you can do many great things like Dr. Martin Luther King did. Dr. Martin Luther King inspires me to have responsibility as a citizen. The responsibility isn't just about knowing what's right and wrong or owning up to your actions. Responsibility is about treating every person with dignity and equality. Responsibility is about knowing what's right and what's wrong and sticking up for it, not just sitting on the sidelines, because Dr. Martin Luther King would never do that. One way we can all, as a community, live out his dream is about treating others with all the dignity they deserve, no matter what color they are, no matter if they're one religion or you're another, no matter if they're multilingual, it doesn't matter. They can all be under one, as Dr. Martin Luther King suggested. And above all, Dr. Martin Luther King he wanted a leader. He inspires me to be a leader. Leadership isn't just about being the loudest. Leadership isn't just about knowing what to do. Leadership is about having the courage to know what to do, about having the courage to sit up in a room full of people sitting and say, hey, that's not what we're going to do today. Leadership is about having a light that you can show other people for them to be inspired. Leadership isn't just about leading, it's about inspiring others into leading. Well, Dr. Martin Luther King's words, the time is always right to do what is right, remind me that courage is a choice. And if I can choose to make that choice every day, I can make a more welcoming and inclusive classroom and community. And I want you all to remember something about Martin Luther King. He never did it for the praise. He never did it for the fame. He did it because he wanted to make a mark in history, which he did. He wanted to leave people with something to honor, as we are doing all here today. He wanted to leave people with something that makes him a name. He wanted to lead a crowd full of people. He wanted the people to be inspired, to have courage, to stand in front of people and tell them what his dream was, as I'm doing today. Because on a deeper level, Martin Luther King Jr., he had passion in when he led. He led with a fierce fire that is in all of our hearts if we just allow it to break through. Because it takes one to lead, although it takes thousands to follow. Thank you.
Oh, Miss Caitlin. The leadership is just exuding out of you. And now, as we continue on to our next leader, please welcome Kai Hall from Glades Day.
Dr. King showed courage throughout his life, even when standing up was difficult and dangerous. He believed doing the right thing mattered more than doing what was easy. His courage inspires me to be a responsible student, a good citizen, and a young leader to my school and in my community. Good evening. My name is Kai Hall. I'm in the 8th grade at Glades Day School. Dr. King's courage inspires me to be a responsible student by working hard and taking my education seriously. He believed education was a powerful tool for change. I honor that by respecting my teachers and giving my best effort each day. Dr. King showed courage in every way, shape, and form that he could. Dr. King showed me how to do what's right, even when standing up was difficult and dangerous. Dr. King showed what was right. Dr. King showed me how to be a responsible student also. Dr. King showed how to be what's right, even when it was difficult. Dr. King led. Dr. King made sure nobody else was able to see. Dr. King made sure everyone was able to see and everyone's voices were heard. Dr. King showed me how to do what's right with kindness and fairness as my guiding light, standing up for everyone when I see wrong, while helping my community stay kind and strong. Thank you.
Thank you again, Ms. Kai. And now we'll have Kyra Ransom from Lakeshore Middle School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyra Ransom, and I am a proud 8th grade member of the pre-law program at Lakeshore Middle School. My instructor and coordinator for the program is Dr. Jacobs. Today, I came here to talk to you about how Dr. King demonstrated courage throughout his life and how it can help me be a responsible student, a good citizen, and a good young leader. First, how can it help me be a good student? Well, Dr. King put immense dedication and effort in everything that he did. So why can't we all put that same amount of dedication and effort into what we do? Because I know I will. So now, how can it help me be a good citizen? Dr. King demonstrated peace, equality, and justice for everybody. Not just himself, but for everybody. So I will too, and you should too, for everybody. So I will add more fuel to the fire and also promote peace, justice, and equality. Now, how can it help me be a good young leader? In schools, to be a good young leader, you need 3 things: purpose, inclusivity, and you must have passion. First, purpose. As a student myself, if you want anybody to listen to you, you need purpose. You must walk with purpose, talk with purpose. Everything that you do should have purpose. Now, inclusivity. I don't care if you're black, white, blue, purple, I will lead you the same way, also known as the right way. Now we have passion. If you want to do anything remotely important to you, you must be passionate, or you may fall only 2 steps in. Now you may be wondering, Kyra, how can it help you be a good young leader in our communities? Well, I have one word for you: unity. In the word unity, there is you and I tie. So if we tie together and put in our efforts to help our community, we could be a force of nature. So now, in conclusion, Dr. King's characteristics still live on despite him no longer being with us. But I will live with those characteristics and advocate for everyone's rights in my school, my home, my church, and in our communities. Some of you may be old enough to remember the iconic tape burn in Mission Impossible. But this mission is possible, and it will be complete, so there will be no tape burnings. My name is Kyra Ransom, and I approve of this message.
That was beautiful, Kyra. And I just want to give an ode to all of the parents and all of the educators in this building and all of the people who assist, all of these young, powerful voices that we're hearing tonight. You guys are doing a magnificent job out in our community, and we're just seeing it displayed on the stage tonight. So thank you all for that. All righty. As we move along, we will be having Jeremiah White from Lakeshore Middle School. Okay, Jeremiah is absent, so we will now have Riley Newkirk from Lakeshore Middle School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Riley Newkirk, and I'm in the 7th grade, and I attend Lakeshore Middle School. Today, I am going to be presenting to you my speech for the Oratorical contest. Dr. Martin Luther King showed great courage by standing up for justice, equality, and peace even when it was difficult. His life inspires me to be a responsible student, a good citizen, and a young leader in my school and community. As a student, Dr. King reminds me that education is important. By working hard, respecting others, and doing my best, I can use my learning to make positive life choices. As a citizen, his message encourages me to treat everyone fairly and stand up against bullying and speak up peacefully when something is wrong. As a young leader, Dr. King teaches me that leadership means helping others and doing what is right, not seeking attention or power. By showing kindness, responsibility, and courage, I can make my school and community a better place. In conclusion, Dr. King's courage continues to inspire me to make a positive difference every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley, and such a fantastic job. And next, we will have Mr. Cyrus Green from Lakeshore Middle School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, judges, families, and teachers. My name is Cyrus Green. I attend Lakeshore Middle School, and I'm in the 8th grade. Before I begin, I would like to give thanks to my sponsor, Dr. Jacobs, for giving me the opportunity to be here. When I think about Dr. King's courage, I just don't think about his famous "I have a dream" speech. I think about his courage to see people for who they truly are. Dr. King once said, "Everybody can be great because everyone can serve." And after volunteering with my aunt, I have learned that serving doesn't always have to look fancy. Sometimes it looks like helping one another out. When I go visit my aunt in Alabama, it's just not a vacation. We go into the community together to attend events, visit historical museums, and help those in need. Dr. King's courage inspires me to do great in school and out of school, and inspires me to be a leader. Dr. King courage also inspires me to be, Dr. King also inspires me to be Dr. King courage also tells me that leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about caring. And after volunteering with my aunt, it teaches me just that. Fun fact, did you know that Dr. Martin Luther King did some of his work in Alabama, such as the Civil Rights Movement at Selma and the bus boycott? In conclusion, because of Dr. King's courage, I am a student who includes a citizen in our community and a leader who sees strength in people when others may overlook it. My name is Cyrus Green, and I approve of this message.
job, Cyrus. He's also a baby raider. Good job, Cyrus. Yep, you're right, not anymore. So we're now at the last stretch, and before we enter our last category, we would like to thank our judges. So once I say your name, just give a little wave. Miss Verdell Bolden, Miss Benita Hamilton, Miss Jacqueline Radcliffe, and Miss Sharon Singleton. Thank you all for the hard work that you're doing. The title of our last, or the theme of our last category, 9 through 12, is if you had to choose to invest more time in either your mental or physical health, which would you prioritize and why? And first up, we have Miss Persia Green from Glade Central High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Principal Hightower, judges. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Persia Green, and I am an 11th grader at the Glade Central Community High School. The question asks, if I had to invest more time in my mental or physical health, which one would I choose? And me personally, I would choose my mental health because that is where my mission begins. Before I get started, I just need y'all to do something for me real quick. I ain't gonna tell y'all to stand up, clap your hands, spin around, because I know y'all ready to get out of here just like me. But repeat after me, my mind matters. Dr. Martin Luther King showed us that change starts with belief. Before marches were seen and laws were changed, someone had to believe that progress was possible. Dr. King protected his mind so that he could lead with courage, peace, and purpose even when the world pushed back. So let me be real for a moment, or as us young people say, clock some tea. School alone can test our minds literally. Like, for example, I hate staying up late at night doing work, having all these teachers give me assignments, packets after packets. So that is why I say between assignments, expectations, and deadline, sometimes our mind is more tired than our actual body. So when I say mental health matters, I'm speaking from real life experiences and not just from a speech. Now everyone say, clock that tea. Nah, y'all got to do it like this. Clock that tea. There you go. This belief was reflected in the life of Dr. Esther Berry, who was in charge of this very oratorical contest before her passing. May she rest in peace. Dr. Berry dedicated her life to uplifting young voices and creating spaces where us students could think, speak, and lead with courage. Her leadership showed the importance of nurturing the mind, because she understood that when we believe in ourselves, our mission is possible. This belief reached me personally. I believe that Dr. Esther Berry saw something in me before I truly seen it in myself. She reminded me that my voice mattered and that my mind mattered. And because of her encouragement, I kept coming back to this contest year after year. I'm a hardworking and dedicated student who cares deeply about my mental health. My mind helps me stay focused, manage pressure, and keep moving forward even when things get challenging. And let me tell y'all, as a soon-to-be senior next year, it gets overly challenging. But taking care of my mental health instead of moving forward allows me to show up as my best self in my school and community. Prioritizing my mental health helps me be a good student, a positive citizen, and a respectable leader. My mental health shows me that I have value and that my purpose is bigger than any doubt, fear, or any of those haters praying on my downfall, because I know when God is for me, who can be against me? Can I get an amen? Dr. King showed us that a strong mind can lead a nation. And Dr. Esther Berry showed us that young voices can change the future. For example, this very oratorical contest, all of us young kids getting up here speaking about the purposes and the changes that can happen in the world shows it takes courage. But not only do it take courage, you have to prepare yourself mentally. And by doing this, we represent and we continue the legacy of Dr. Esther Berry. And because of this, I will continue to lead, continue to speak, and continue to use my voice. My mission is not impossible. My mission is possible. So before I leave, say it one more time. My mind matters. Say, neighbor, your mind, my mind, our minds, they matter. My name is Persia Green. Thank you.
Great job, Persian. I just got to say it. Clock that T. Good job. And last but not least, on our program is Miss Precious Vickers, Glade Central.
Good evening, everyone. So, as you heard, my name is Precious Vickers, and I am an 11th grader at Glade Central Community High School. So, when this topic was given to me, the first thing I said was, this is a Dr. King oratorical contest. How am I going to relate mental health to Dr. King? But after doing some research, I learned that mental health is often marginalized, but I was confused because why would we marginalize the one thing that is the pivotal control center of our entire being? We like to prioritize our physical health, but what good is a healthy body if our mind is ensnared in turmoil? Dr. King understood this dichotomy. He grappled with depression, attempted suicide twice in his younger years, but yet he still remained resolute in his commitment to nonviolent resistance. With Dr. King understanding this, he often likes to state that we are tied in an inescapable network of mutuality, caught in a mutual network of destiny. But when he said that, that basically meant that he understood how important it was for us to have empathetic relationships when battling mental wellness. So, with that being said, he told us 4 important things. He said, hope is a potent healing force. Vulnerability and openness are crucial. Forgiveness is a liberating key. And purpose is the driving force behind mental wellness. With that, we do need to prioritize our mental health. And being in underserved communities like ours, it is very important that we take care of ourselves and we take care of each other. We can do this by fostering supportive communities, building resilience, and just overall prioritizing our mental health and wellness. As Dr. King likes to sagely state, the time is always right to do what is right. So that means we don't have to wait 5 years from now or for another sad case to happen for us to start taking mental health seriously. Just because we're in communities where we face systematic barriers, that does not mean that we're insignificant. That does not mean that we have to go along with negligence. And that does not mean that we do not matter overall. Because Muck City, our Tri-City, it matters. So it's time to take initiative. It's time to stand up. It's time to build resilience and foster a supportive community for us kids that are growing up and even for the adults that go through things that they do not talk about. So, no matter how insurmountable life's problems may seem, do not ever regulate your mental health to the periphery, because mental health is the key to overall wellness and happiness. Thank you.
Fantastic job, Precious. I just would like to congratulate and just thank all of our contestants tonight. I think you all did a phenomenal job. Everyone showed bravery and spoke so eloquently, and we really appreciate your participation. At this time, we'll have the Negro National Anthem. Will everyone stand at this time? The words are on your program, on the inside. Y'all was just getting into it, right? Great job.
Hey, once again, good evening. I know I heard this several times. The time is always right to do what is right. Well, when I think about that comment, I think about always take your time to choose what is right, to choose integrity, to choose responsibility, and to choose courage. And it takes a lot of courage to come up here and to speak in front of a beautiful audience and to present in front of a beautiful crowd. And not only it takes courage, but the schools as well as the principals, they put their time in with the students to ensure that the students memorize their speeches. And that's what I'm so proud of with our students who participated tonight. This is probably one of the best oratorical programs that I've had a chance to participate in. So once again, let's give our students as well as the educators a round of applause. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Mrs. Green, my assistant principal, as well as the staff of Rosenwald for displaying and putting on a fantastic, beautiful activity event program tonight. So once again, give my beautiful staff a round of applause. We have so many leaders in the building. You know, I'm looking. I have to say something to Mrs. Mary Evans, because she's not only a dedicated leader, but she's my mentor, and she's somebody that I aspire to look up to. Probably ever since I've been 7, 8 years old, or possibly a teenager. And once again, I also have to give a round of applause to our curriculum superintendent, Dr. McTeer. I'm looking for her. Okay, so next, judges, are you guys ready? Okay. All right, so before we announce the winners for each category, we have a presentation by our dance performers, ICOG, Inspiration in Motion. Before I announce the winners, third place, second place, and first place winners, I have to acknowledge the very person who's the coordinator of this lovely event tonight. And once again, please give a round of applause to Ms. Lucinaris.
Happy New Year, everyone, 2026. It's been a pleasure, and I've enjoyed this program so much tonight. And I think more so because we were also honoring Dr. Esther Berry, who's also my neighbor since I was in 5th grade. She was also my professor at the college. Just a great mentor, great friend, and neighbor to our families. And I must say, we'll see what next year brings. But this type of challenging event keeps me motivated, and I love the kids that I work with. And so those themes that you see, I have to challenge my brains to create them. And I will create even more difficult ones, I call them, because I want kids to think. Think for yourself. Do your research. And God bless the parents. All the students are winners. God bless our staff who pitched in when I only had one hand to do what I had to do when I came back today. But it was great, excellent. Thank you for coming.
Mayor Cowles, will you please come to the stage? Mayor Wilson, will you please come to the stage? You know, I've heard Dr. Berry's name quite a bit tonight. And Dr. Berry, she had a vision, and she carried out that vision. Now we will continue her legacy with all of our oratorical events and programs that we plan on continuing over the next, hopefully the next couple of decades. And so we will announce third place, second place, and first place for the kindergarten, for the K, first, and second grade category. Third place will receive $250, and the third place winner is Danina Brown. Congratulations, Ms. Brown. Our second place, it was slightly close, but I call this young lady the mouth of the South. Jordan Baker. Congratulations, Jordan. Second place will receive $275. First place, what a phenomenal job that this young lady did in presenting her speech tonight. Layla Reverend Campbell. Once again, give these young ladies a round of applause. Thank you once again. The City Commissioner meeting will be held on February the 3rd. Please come to the City Commissioner meeting, and we will present your checks at the City Commissioner meeting on February 3rd. Thank you, young ladies. Appreciate it so much. You may have a seat. Now we will call third place, second place, and first place for the 3-5 category. And in third place, Joshua Nato. Congratulations, Joshua. Once again, third place will receive $300 in the 3-5 category. Second place will receive $325. And first place will receive $350. And in second place, Taylor Whisper. Congratulations, Taylor. Make sure you pick up a basketball. The first time in the history of our program, we have a tie for first place. And those two gentlemen are Conrad Mills. The other first place contestant, Justin Davis. Once again, please give them another round of applause. Congratulations. Next, we will announce the winners of the 6-8 category. 6-8 category, third place, $350. Second place, $375. First place, $400. In third place, what a beautiful young lady, I might add. Fantastic job on your speech. Kai Hall. Fantastic job, Miss Denise Hall. Second place, Kyra Ransom. And in first place, oh my God, this man right here, King Green. I love the color shirt that he has on. Please give him another round of applause. Thank you. In our last category, our 9 through 12 category, third place, $450. Second place, $475. And in first place, $500. Now, I must say, over the years, I've seen our money in each category elevate and increase to support not only the Oratorical program, but also to support our students. And that's what this is all about, supporting our students. In second place, Precious Vickers. Happy belated Christmas to our first place winner, Persia Green. Once again, give them another round of applause. You know, as I talk about, Dr. Berry had a vision, and we wanted to make sure we carry out the legacy. But I also have to give a round of applause to her sister, Dr. Berry, Dr. Moore, who also helped us continue this legacy by donating the appropriated amount of funds to ensure that we continue to support the students of the Glades. I would like to thank everybody for attending our 41st Oratorical program tonight. Thank you, and please have a wonderful, safe night.